Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is Friday evening, and there is fantasy best ball drafting to be done. We're going to just get this rolling slow here, get a couple people in, and do a couple drafts. Late Stick, how you doing this evening?
I'm good, buddy. Always good to be doing some drafting. Finally, my boy JK finally got picked up. So happy about that.
Yeah, Dobbins.
I'm glad he landed in a good spot too. Too bad I have a lot of RJ Harvey.
Yeah, I could see him getting a good amount of work there.
He'll be the Kamara role, I think, and I think JK will be like Ingram with a little bit of third down work. I'm hoping. I got some good Dobbins. I need to. Hopefully, he has a couple good weeks.
Let me see if we can share this page. That's one thing that blows about like when you're first starting this bish off here. You got to figure out how to do all this stuff. But I think so far so good, man. Let's send this link out. I'm gonna send you the link in the Discord and then share it with whoever.
Yeah, I'll put it in there. I don't care if you know who gets mad at me.
I mean, I don't
give a shite.
That's the whole purpose of the forum, is it not?
Yeah, there we go. We're gonna post it right now. And the main channel.
Billy.
Okay. General chat. Control V.
As I get a confirmation from our guy here, we'll get a draft started. Oh, Gabe in the house. What up, Gabe? You ready to do this? All right. He is ready. All right. So what we're doing tonight is probably two. I want to do more, but I got to work in the morning. So probably two puppy but super flex, which is underdogfantasy.com. It is a best ball draft, bless you, with a super flex position, meaning you can start up to two quarterbacks. So $5 entry, $100K to first. Many of us.
What's up, Gabe Davids?
Quite a few best ball drafts this offseason already, but not enough. Never enough, sir. We will be doing these now and ramping up as the season approaches. So we're just kind of in the, kicking the tires phase. But every entry counts, man. And, if you're going to blow $5, blow it on something that can give you an ROI, return on your investment, and get some reps in for your leagues that will be coming up in a couple months here. So let's decide on a time between the three of us here. Let's see.
We can probably go 55.
Yeah, let's go 56 just because it's already 54.
56?
Yeah, let's go 56. Derek, you good with
I told my degenerate buddy to join us, but we'll see if he joins us or not.
We got a couple.
He's trying to get me to buy stuff off ePack on Marvel ePack. Like it. No. I got a couple nice Magic sketches.
All right. 56. All right.
56.
He's 56. So I'm going to go ahead and don't forget to do the 30-second.
30 seconds. I know. I haven't had one beer tonight, so we won't do that.
Not yet, right?
Not yet. Well, no, I gotta coach baseball tomorrow morning, and it's gonna be 95 and humid as.
Mm-hmm.
So
here too.
Have 2 beers and that's it. And they're 6-year-olds too, so only about half of them actually listen. So I'm the hitting coach, so.
Fair. Yeah, definitely want to have your whole well-being there tomorrow. I got about a full minute.
I don't have a heart attack right at home plate. All right, 56. We got 50 seconds.
All right. Keep in mind there is a short delay, so don't go off of our exact count. If you're hopping in with us, we're going in at 56 on the clock, on your PC clock.
Maybe we get Bowtie Tim to join us.
Should be coming in quick here. Dude, it's been hot, man. And the next 5 days are all above 90.
Yeah, ours is 95, 96, 97 next week. My AC, I have 2 AC units in my house. The second floor has not shut off all day. And I got it at like 78.
I'm glad it's not just
It's
me.
going to be a $500 electric bill. It's going to be a $500 electric bill. I already know.
Tick tock. You got to be close. There it is.
Oh, shit.
Waiting on 6. Waiting on
Well, thank
6.
God I was a little bit behind. That's 4 seconds, 5 seconds behind. I'm in, though. We're good. Ooh, the super flex.
So,
for
those of you that have maybe done some best ball drafts, but not a super flex, you'll notice that, it is kind of degen. Like in the first couple of rounds, you'll see a lot of people just like scamming all the QBs, which, I get it. If you end up with it's not possible that you end up with like Josh Allen and Jaden Daniels, but, taking a top QB. If you have the first pick, like you're taking a top QB, right? If you have the 7th, 8th pick, like you're in a territory where you don't necessarily have to take top QB, where the value is maybe a little bit better to deviate and take a different position.
You're famous now, kid.
Hey.
Sorry, my daughter didn't realize we were on the.
All good, man. All good. All right. Let's see what we got. Waiting on 6.
Come on, Friday night degenerates. It's prime time degeneracy.
Last night, and they were pretty much insta-filling until about 12, and then it really slowed down. But the lighting looks good. I turned my overhead light off because it was a bit excessive, which normally it's actually good, but I didn't need it. All right. Well, while we're waiting on that, let's pull up some stuff going on around the league here and see if we can.
Anything happened since Dobbins and Chubb got signed? I haven't looked.
There's been a couple. Yeah, there's actually been quite a few things this week. Let me pop it up on the screen. There's a way to share this tab instead. All right. I'll switch it back to the other window once we get rolling here. So this guy's been drumming up some interest in camp. Deontay Thornton, 4th-round receiver. Every couple of years we get a really good one of those. And it looks like he's becoming a favorite of Gino already, which is
number 1 already, huh?
So becoming a top target. So you gotta read into the language. Top target, not the top target. So I mean, he's still going to be probably like the 3rd or 4th option at best.
Yeah,
but
there's
still
nobody there except the tight end, and even their number 1 wide receivers. I like him at his ADP, but
I mean, this is a guy that you're going to probably be able to get in the 2nd to last round or last round now. That's the advantage of drafting like ahead of the time rather than like right before the season
all those
starts.
Dobbins and Chubb picks.
Right. Everyone's going to be on this guy's nuts a couple months from now, and you won't be able to get him cheap. So
I think as much Dobbins as I like, because you were straight getting him at like the 180, 170 to 180 mark every time.
Dude, he's going. I know. He's going real early now. Going in like the 120 to 140 range, give or take.
That's still way super value.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. If you look at the guys in that same range, he's still a value. I mean, I think that probably by the time the season starts, he'll probably get down to like the 80 to 100 range. Let's see. Darius Slayton has formed a quality connection with Russell Wilson, and then of course he gets hurt in camp. So another guy that you can get like literally at the end of the draft as a dart throw. So hey, I mean, he's the number 2 or number 3 in that offense, and there's really not anybody else. Obviously, he's not going to be the main target getter, but if you look at his stats for the last couple of years, it's been okay considering how bad that team's been. Jalen Ramsey reporting Rams and Chargers among the preferred landing spots. Ooh, man. The rich get richer, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Chargers are – it's a shame they're in the same division as the Broncos, but the Chargers and Broncos are going to be like superpowers this year. Christian Watson posts a video of himself running routes during a private workout. So
Yeah, I'll give him a couple weeks before he's back on the
Yeah,
IR.
it's a shame he had that problem with his hamstrings, and he had it like medically diagnosed and saw a special trainer that was like figured that one of his hamstrings was like I think it was like slightly longer than the other or something like that, and they made
Yeah, and stronger too. Yeah, like a strength differential on him,
right.
like pretty significant.
Yeah, so sports science things happened, and then he was like, "Oh, cool, I'm over all that," and then he tears his ACL. So I mean, that's a shame, but you can't say
he
a lot
can't he
about
can't
that.
buy away.
You can't say a lot about that Green Bay wide receiver room. I mean, you got just absolute chaos. There's not really. I mean, Jaden Reed kind of stands out, but other than that, it's just like I don't know, randos. They're all like
Yeah,
on any given day, one guy might do something, but you can't rely on any of them.
one of my best friends is a Green Bay fan. I love Golden. I'm like, well, I'm like, okay.
I have my reservations, honestly.
Say, me too.
Let's see. 2
Man, the
offseason.
generates aren't out. We're still waiting on 6.
Yeah, that's very, very strange. Technically, like the default is the 20-second timer, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like the 20-second timer because there is some lag, even if you're not streaming, there is a small amount of lag. So like it starts at 20, so it rolls to your turn, and then rather than having like 20 full seconds, sometimes you have like 15 to 18 seconds, and then you're like, oh crap, I really got to make a fast decision here. So if we were doing this just for the funsies, no big deal, but everyone wants to do well and potentially bring it home. So we're gonna give it a minute here. If in a couple minutes we don't get any progress, we can bail and do the 20-second one. But I'd like to see this one fill up here. All right, Giants just being super cautious with Neighbors. I think that he's fine. I don't think that. Oh, we're down to 5 there. I don't think he's got any true concerns. I think that they're just being smart with. If he's got a small toe injury, like you would not be gambling with your best player, you know. All right. The Athletic believes Raiders Raheem Mostert will be the third down back. So if that's true,
The ageless one.
not good news for Ashton Genty, but I mean those workloads can change on a week to week basis. I mean, it could start that way, which it probably will, like the first couple weeks, until they get his mojo going, and then who knows by the end of the year. But I mean, you saw something similar with like Bijan his first 2 years, and there was a pretty even split with Tyler Algier. So I wouldn't say that like just because Genty's like he's good, he's outstanding. In fact, like doesn't mean that he's automatically getting 400 touches. You know what I'm saying?
They want to break him like Dallas broke Zeke after 4 years.
What else we got here? Steelers general manager Omar Khan doing due diligence to explore all options at receiver. So right now they have DK, Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson, Robert Woods. Not great, right? Not great, but they have Muth, and it looks like they're looking at a couple other possible options like Amari Cooper, Gabe Davis, etc. Like Amari Cooper would be cool on that team, man. That would be cool. What else? Steelers could call a lot of quick slants to DK Metcalf to keep Aaron Rodgers upright. Okay.
3 more people. We're looking good. 3 more.
Right. I think that's definitely a good thing. I mean, they're going to use him in the short and intermediate routes frequently. His pass volume should go up quite a bit. Mixon ankle.
Rodgers likes his number 1. He could have a phenomenal season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying DK is Devontae Adams. I'm definitely not saying.
Yeah.
But look at how he dials in the one guy, and that's pretty much it. So ankle and foot, dealing with Joe Mixon. So it does say no reason to panic, but I would at least somewhat, slightly. You know how these things can linger, man. They're not saying how bad it is, but it looks like it was aggravated from something he dealt with last year, according to the article. So probably not good. If you're in a standard league, you may want to start thinking about handcuffs and who those might be. There's a lot of options at handcuff. They drafted Woody Marks. Simon F. Cooper, he's a bum. That's true, Gabe. We do have nothing but love for you, man. Especially appreciate you taking time out of your rehab schedule to do some drafts with us. Just waiting on 3 more to draft here. Let's see. Kelsey expects to be on a similar snap count to 2024. I haven't drafted much Kelsey, if I'm being completely honest.
I ain't touched not once. Not once.
I think I might have him on one team just because he slid like 20, 30 spots or something like that. But I mean, he's all the receivers to start the season are healthy. You saw in the red zone them start throwing to Noah Gray a lot more.
Yeah.
And then
Noah Gray had 400 some yards last year, 5 touchdowns, I think. He could have an uptick.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty close to like potentially taking that rollover if Kelsey just decides he doesn't have it anymore. And I mean he somehow finds space, but he looks really slow, man. He looks slow. Let's see.
Oh, Treylon Burks.
Oh, not Treylon. Waiting on 2. Beautiful. Able to run
Waiting
routes,
on
7
1.
months removed from ACL reconstruction. I will say this. There's definitely a dark cloud above. Oh, here we go. There's definitely a dark cloud above Treylon Burks with all of his unfortunate injuries. But one of the most important things about Treylon Burks is that Cam Ward likes him. And that's
got draft capital too, so I mean they're gonna give that guy every opportunity possible. Right, throw him in the trash. I'm assuming this is last year of his rookie contract. This is year 3, right? Or is this year 4?
Yeah, he's declined his 5th-year option. So
okay,
he's playing for a contract right now.
All right, buddy. You want Lamar Jackson or Jaden Daniels?
Light stick in the 2 hole.
Yeah.
Gabe out of the 12. Yeah, we're all kind of like in taking QB1 territory. Like,
yeah,
you definitely can from the 2 hole, not, but like 3 to 4, you could.
I'm taking Lamar if he drops. Yeah,
there you go. There.
I'll take him.
Oh darn.
You gotta settle honestly,
most of these I've done. I started with like a later round pick, so I kind of deferred, punt the QB, if you will.
I would if I was like past about the 6 or 7 spot. I'd be doing the same.
Yeah, but you kind of, I don't want to say obligated, but it's just if you're in the first couple spots, it just makes too much sense.
If you don't take one of the first couple spots, you could be in trouble.
Gabe could go to
oh, come on, Raider guy. No auto draft in the first round.
Satan. Does he continue the pattern? Yeah, Burrow. Now's the real question.
Yeah.
This is usually right around where you start seeing QBs get faded. So does he take Mahomes or Mayfield, or does the fade continue? Let's see. I saw Mayfield go. I think last night we did one, and he went at like 20. Bo Nix. Okay.
Bo Nix. Let's just skip a few.
Okay. I don't hate the pick, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not. Quarterbacks are still going. Going to be some good value elsewhere, though.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, Barkley goes as the 1 or 2 overall in standard drafts, standard best ball drafts. So you can get him at the now 111. If he slides again, the 112. I mean, this is how you build a win. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Dude, Derek might get Barkley Gibbs. Oh, okay. I was like, ooh.
He was messing with you.
Fade
to Gibbs first.
He's just ADP hacking, that's all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, in this format, I'll tell you what, man. In this format, if you can still pull a couple good late round QBs, but have like an elite running back and receiving core, your team will be hard to beat. Like more so than having 2 elite QBs and having a mediocre roster.
Yeah.
All right, gambling, bling bling. All right, let's see. Derrick Henry. Okay. Genty.
Good value. Good value on
McCaffrey. We might have some people scared of the injury risk here.
Yeah. Come on, Spider guy.
You know what's crazy though is a lot of people see like, oh look, it's Justin Fields. He's ranked 19th. His fantasy upside is crazy because on receiving numbers alone. Well, my guy, Puka. Yeah, Fields is not a elite real life quarterback, but he is an elite fantasy quarterback. So if he manages to retain his status as a starting quarterback, he will produce fantasy points. It's refreshing to see that at this point people aren't aggressively reaching for quarterbacks because I don't know. It just seems corny to me. Like I hate when people are like, "Oh, I got to take three QBs in a row." And it's like, no, you don't, dude. Stop it. Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you get a message from the future or what?
Oh, I got to turn that down. My bad. It's probably my degenerate buddy. What you doing, man? Oh, he just sent me a picture of Archangel sketch.
All right.
Did I check? Oh, I took A-Chain. Okay.
That's who I was planning to take, so proper. I'm not going to be mad about taking Brian Thomas.
No. I was just trying to figure. I was looking who I could stack maybe, and I was like, it's gonna be tough to do that.
Stacking in this format is pretty hard unless you have a late QB pairing that you can do. Let's see. All right. Well, I mean, you're already seeing a bit of a slide. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Yep.
Prescott. This guy has 2 QBs already, and he went with a third. He went with a third quarterback.
Hell yeah.
Sir Godfrey of House Detroit. I like that pick. Does he take a 4th quarterback? Not saying he should. Oh my God.
Does he seriously got 4 quarterbacks?
He
does.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
You can't possibly win that way. You can't.
No, he just threw away $5.
Some take 4 in a row. Yeah. That was almost foreshadowed after we said it out loud. Bum, bum, bum. 49th Street Gremlins. Milking it. It's too early to be milking. Jordan Love.
Damn it! I was thinking about taking.
I was
Drake
hoping to
London
get Chase
Penix.
Brown. Yeah. I had a gut feeling that you were taking him if he went to you, but surprised. I mean, you can't expect rhyme or reason when you're doing these half the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take Tua here, probably.
Oh, yeah. You got H-Chan.
Oh, yes. He's the king of dump-off patches. Today.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, and the thing I like about H-Chan is when Tua is not injured, his ceiling is incredibly high.
I was going to get about 13 to 14 games out of Tua and the same out of A-Chain. I'm going to be happy with that.
I pretty much have to take a QB here. Take Bryce. By the time it comes back around, there will not be many starting.
Nothing. Yeah, there ain't going to be anything.
But
I got a second. Be right back.
If you look at it, though, like James Cook, 250 fantasy points last year, which is, about the same as some of the QBs in this range had. Take a look at everybody's teams here. Darnold. Yes. Oh, yeah. Darnold and Jackson Smith-Njigba, man. That is a league. Not.
I thought Darnold was a bum. Darnold was a bum.
And for those of you watching that think I'm being facetious, I'm not. I was probably the only guy on the planet that thought Darnold was going to go off last year, and he did beautifully. Now, will he have the same success this year? Probably be a small regression. The overall team talent is less, but it just goes to show you how bad those teams he was on, whether it was the Panthers, the Jets, whatever. I mean, you got to, just like any QB.
You might be able to stack Tet McMillan, buddy.
What's that?
You might be able to stack Tet.
True. It's possible.
Hopefully mix it back around to you.
That is one good thing about, I mean, in this format, like Bryce goes in the fourth round, but, not so much in, the non-super flex where you can pretty much get, if you miss on McMillan, you can get so many guys that play for Carolina. That'd be a cool place. Gabe Davis to Seattle. Buying his loyalty, huh?
All right. Oh, man. This guy has, I ain't going to even say anything. He has no wide receivers. I was like, don't say it.
Hey.
Well, hell, I ain't gonna pass up at Mike Evans at this.
Almost ended up with McLaurin. He just went a couple of picks ago. I was thinking there was at least a shot I could have got both of them.
Sam's a bum unless he's on my team, and I draft him.
There will almost certainly be some continuation of his deep ball touchdowns from last year. Gotta take my guy.
Take Monty, man. Oh, you taking more? Hell no, though. No RBs? No RB strategy.
We're deviating. I've been doing a pretty balanced approach lately, but I had, instead of taking a top RB, I took McBride instead, which is it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I like McBride a lot. Always get nervous drafting the tight end that high, though, but I think as long as he stays healthy, he gets 10 to 12 targets a game.
I mean, he's bound to see a little more action in the red zone this year. It's just a natural phenomenon, especially if a guy has a bad year for touchdowns. It's definitely not normal for a guy of that skill.
They need to get Marvin the ball more. That guy Marvin disappeared like half the games this season.
Yeah. Well,
Murray's just checking it
Tyler's
down.
got no rapport with him. It seems like
No.
Those guys should have like, Marvin Harrison, Peyton Manning level reps. They just don't have it.
Yeah. Well, a second off season, so we'll see.
Yeah.
You don't need much more.
McBride is great because McBride can effectively be the tight end one with just a couple touchdowns extra. The efficiency is there, the volume is there. Dude's an absolute unit. And if you remember, I think he had like one or two called back last year too. A-Rich.
Ooh, A-Rich, huh? I'm hoping Flowers makes it back to me.
Maybe if Darnold wins Gabe some money, he'll don a Darnold Seattle jersey. That'd be great. That'd be pretty great.
See Waddle or Flowers to fall. Oh, gambling's only got. Oh, he took. Oh,
let's
my God,
not go too far. Come on. You're telling me if you won $1 million in Best Ball Mania with Sam Darnold winning you that money, you wouldn't go get a jersey? Come on, man. There's a chance, at least. There's a chance.
Well, I'm gonna get one of them. Nope. Damn you, Zay Flowers, you some bitch.
All right. Do me right, rookie.
I like him.
I'd say it was
he
someone
couldn't have
else.
filled a better spot. He couldn't have filled a better spot. Just 250 touches regardless. There you go. Might not catch a lot of balls, but he's getting the ball in the paint.
And
come on, Jake FF.
That offense was pretty pathetic. With Rodgers, they could actually be a functional offense. I just realized
that defense, they don't need much. I'm doing it.
Whoa, Russ.
Got to. I got neighbors. I don't think Jackson's are starting this year unless Russ sucks. That's a possibility.
All right.
Actually, I ended up getting 2 stacks. Russ and neighbors and Jalen Waddle and Tua. I might try to get Likely or Andrews if I can. Yeah, Andrews is a ways down the way.
Judy. got Tua, Lamar, Russ. That's good.
I do like this setup because you get insane value as people reach.
Yeah,
As the quarterback.
I think it was pretty balanced up to this point so far, but I've been in ones where it's like just about everybody on the board is just grabbing all the QBs, and it's just like if you're the one guy realizing what's going on, like you can amass the best team in history less the QB position, right? And if you just grab like a late guy like a Darnold of last year, for example, then you're in a good situation.
Yeah, I had to get a third QB. I haven't Tua. I had to. Even if it was me at quarterback, I needed a third one. Man, I've never seen Derek only have one wide receiver at this point in time.
I was just thinking that same thing. I was looking at his squad. Unprecedented. Where's it going here? Probably another lineup.
I would assume.
Okay.
Oh no, he went for you guys' fourth QB. He's got
yeah,
Average. I would take Daniel Jones to back him up.
That's a good. I mean, that's smart. Honestly, like you now have a starting quarterback, regardless, unless something crazy happens and they trade for Kirk Cousins or something. Just quickly see if there's any other. Oh yeah, forgot about Shedeur Sanders. You hear about that?
No.
Got caught going 101 miles an hour hours after failing to appear in court for another speeding ticket from 2 weeks ago.
And they wonder why he slipped in the draft.
Surely there was no reason
like an idiot. Yeah, nah, not at all. It wasn't character issues at all, I don't think. Entitlement much?
Dude hasn't even made it to his first game, and he's already getting felonies on his record.
He didn't take lessons from Ruggs or Rice. I mean, come on, man. Don't.
Yeah, is there some initiation I don't know about for these
I don't know.
Young receivers?
Scatabo, you jabroni. That's gonna be my man.
Scatty daddy.
I was looking to give me some Scatty Boo. That was who I was gonna take here, but I'm taking him now.
Oh, I'm on the clock. Let's see.
Yeah, it was either him or this. So it's either Najee or Javante there.
There's still gems, and there's still
Yep.
some hidden nuggets in the player pool here. Most owned players, Scat. Hell yeah, dude.
We know.
People can talk all they want about him being slow. The man is going to steamroll people.
You know what? I guess it's time.
Oh yeah, combo wombo, man.
I got combo wombos. I got everywhere, man. I'll probably take Likely too. Maybe, I don't know how far he slips.
Got to go with my guy.
Man, it was either Mooney or Andrews right there. I was like, is Mooney or Andrews? Even more than Calvin Ridley, man? Come on. Thought you and Calvin Ridley were tight.
But he didn't get the QB because of the format. Calvin Ridley's good when you can pair him up with Cam Ward later, but in this format, Cam Ward's like a third-round pick. I think my most owned player is honestly J.K. Dobbins. Now everyone's going to be playing catch up, but now they're going to be paying a much higher price. Like if you were getting them with like
if you're not taking him here on this time around, he ain't gonna be there. He's already up to 142 ADP, and that's still insane value right now. When should
you know, if the Colts had a above average quarterback, hell, if they had a good quarterback, they've got such a good receiving room. It's a shame. There you go. You got all the Seahawks now. And the tight end for the Colts pairing. Very nice. Very nice. I was drafting a lot of Diggs until that whole boat video came out. And I don't doubt that if he plays, he'll have an outstanding fantasy year, but I don't know. The risk of suddenly getting suspended is suddenly on the table. Whether it happens or not, who knows? But
yeah, Diggs had him a thirsty calorie-loving lady on him.
One of Downs was nice. Yeah, I mean he's good. It's never
Dobbins didn't make it to you, man. You know Dobbins this time.
If you took the Colts receivers and put them on, I don't even know, the Chiefs, the Lions. I mean that they would be all superstars, dude. Muth. Mr. Muth. Hell of a guy he is.
Yeah. Starting to get ugly.
That it is. Well, I wouldn't normally make this pick, but I got a little bit of a depth issue at running back.
That's who I was going to take. Oh, boy.
23%. Nice. Grabbing Diggs more after the boat video. Got to look through after the pants. Yeah. I feel like
he's out there. Some
like there was a lot of initial concern, like when they were like, "Oh, he could be at risk of getting cut," but like, I think there's always that small chance. But the fact that the story has completely vanished, I think it's pretty unlikely. No.
Hey man, if I was that guy, I got that kind of money, have a boat like that, I'd be doing the same thing. What are you gonna do? Just hanging out, living my life. Damn.
Yeah. The biggest enemy of people doing what they do in their private life is recording things.
Yeah.
So, note to self.
Well, the age of social media and a bunch of thirsty ladies on his boat, it's gonna happen.
That's true. That is true. All right.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. He was just having a good time, man. They're gonna. I mean, every other guy in the league's doing that. Stefan's just letting it get videotaped.
Said I didn't take any drugs. That's true. That's true. But he handed an ominous substance to a patron on his boat. You never know, though, man. It's the NFL. You could kill somebody and get away with it, and somebody spread a rumor about you, and you can get suspended. So there's definitely not a equal scale of justice. I think it just depends on how good you are.
Oh, Shador Sanders is available.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Yeah, I'd have been like, just like your keys, you ain't driving home drunk, you're not getting on my boat, the phone. Lock them all up and get them when it's time to get off.
Don't get me wrong. I think that. And here's the thing with Shador. It's not like a lot of these guys get money and then they buy a car that they could never own if they hadn't got an NFL contract. And then they go fast and they do dumb stuff and they get in trouble, right? But Shador's not like new to money. Like he grew up with a rich father and like he got NIL money. So like this isn't a new thing. It's just being stupid, basically. Hollywood at 157 just feels right. Like people forget Hollywood because Hollywood's been hurt for so long.
I got a couple nice PSA 10 Hollywoods. I got his Dragon Scale field level rookie and his blue out of 75 field level rookie PSA 10.
Yeah, like
just waiting.
Even injury prone guys, have healthy seasons here and there. So if he's lucky enough for that to be this year, could be interesting.
Well, they need a deep threat, and he's the guy. I mean, he got Worthy, but I think Worthy's more of a gadget guy, just personally.
Yeah, Worthy's route efficiency was like the bottom 20% of the league. Like they designed plays for him that work because of his speed, but I think that
Worthy's Kadarius Toney, but doesn't drop the ball.
True.
Of course, he's fast, but I mean, he did lose a lot of weight to run that 40. He was the lightest he could be to run that 40, but still lightning fast, obviously. But Mahomes just hasn't looked good the last couple of years.
It's pretty abnormal for somebody to regress that early, especially at the QB position. So I was really hoping that Eckler would come back to me, so I'm pretty happy about that. Little synergy with my QB. Tyler Algier, if you're in a dynasty league, now might be a good time to try to acquire him if someone's willing to part with him for cheap, because no one talks about Tyler Algier because of Bijan Robinson, but quietly amassed 5 yards per carry last year, so that's not to be overlooked. What do I need? Might have to take old man Flacky. I was going Ertz.
He'll start a few games.
Yeah, I was going Ertz there to go with Daniels, but it was time to stack QB in.
I should have told me I'd have went Strange. I was going Ertz or Strange there, regardless of whoever fell to me. I would have got Strange instead of Ertz.
All right, who's still around? Rico. If Shador gets himself in the doghouse and Flacco plays well, like I know that the Browns' O-line has taken some hits, but it'd be interesting to see another high-volume Flacco air attack. He's not fooling nobody on the ground. He's not going anywhere. He's not scrambling, but
I got a feeling he's probably going to start the season for them.
I mean, I would have to believe it's his job to lose at this point.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, if the season gets away from them, they probably want to get
Yeah.
younger guys some reps. Like that just makes sense. But I don't know. You start the season with the same record as everybody else. Your objective is to win games, and as of now, that's probably the guy that gives you the best opportunity.
Yeah, Shador should have stayed another year and got some more NIL money because he's not starting off so hot.
Could you imagine if he got that going over 100 when he was still in college, though? Like his draft capital would have fallen even more. I like Wandale.
All right, what do we need? What do we need here? I definitely need a running back. Definitely need an RB. I'll try to grab Giddens if he's still available when he comes to me. Oh, Milroe's still around. Palmer. Sir Williams, 1992.
Let's see where he's going. Oh,
We can get Thielen.
yeah.
Stacky Lacky.
I think I'm doing.
Or your boy Pierce. Oh, you left Pierce on the board, man. What's up? You don't ever do that.
It was meant to be. It'll come back around. If not, I'll fill another spot in that I need some depth at.
I didn't look. How many rounds is a super draft?
20.
Super flex. 20? Okay. I won't do you dirty. I'll let you got him.
All right.
But I am going to go here.
Sweet. I think that'll probably cap me out for receivers.
I'm pretty much going to receiver tight end the rest of the way.
Big play guys, man. Pierce, Rashid, Mooney, Brian Thomas. All right. Well, now it kind of does but doesn't follow ADP. So now there can be you're going to start seeing some, I don't want to say reaches, but just like guys that maybe you wouldn't have expected to go at a certain point. So there's what, three picks left?
Yep. I need going 2 wide receivers and a tight end, I think. That's where I'm going.
Keenan Allen. They're trying real hard to get him on Pittsburgh.
That'd be good.
Let's see where Gabe goes here. AD. Dontavion. A guy that looked real promising going into last year, and then I don't know what happened.
All right, chilling 305.
Keaton.
All right.
Chiggy. Getting chiggy with it. Gotta set up my most owned player. Talk about Cameron Scatabo. Jameis. Man, if that guy sees the field,
James.
the sky's the limit for
It's
fans.
going bad.
But there are exceptions. I think I kind of know what I'm doing here.
Hey, you going tight end here? You got some decent at this value at this time.
Yeah, I think I gotta.
I mean, this guy, Jawan.
I think I'm actually gonna pull a
Chiggy. You getting Chiggy with it? Oh, we going Milton? Okay.
Yeah. Dak's been trending in the wrong direction for injuries, so if he sees, I mean, I feel like he's the kind of QB that if he can get a couple starts in, could be major points. I think looking back, I might have taken one less receiver. I'm still kind of getting the hang of this format because the 20 rounds versus the, what is it, 17 normally? Malik Willis.
Yeah, I definitely only got one more left in me.
Yeah, all good. I mean, the 20 rounds is a little bit more time consuming than the 17s. You know, and you have 3 straight extra rounds of like fringe uncertainty where like these guys are not even only being drafted in those other rounds, so you're having to like put some extra thought into it. I think it's, and I'm not saying that there's an excuse because like dude literally didn't do anything last year, but like I think Amari Cooper's got a little bit left in the tank, and like if he goes to a good team, like the fact that he's going undrafted is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like compared to the people that were drafted the same year as him, like he's not that old. What is he, like 28 or 29?
Yeah, he's right around there.
You're doing playing with a friggin' lighter or something?
A lock.
Oh,
Can you hear that?
yeah.
Damn it. I like to do like hand things. I don't know. It's just maybe it's part of that minor ADD issue.
Could be. The homie Malik. Deontay, nice. Honestly, if I hadn't taken Pierce, I would have waited and taken Deontay to go with Sir Flacco. He heard it too. It sounded like a folding knife or something, or like what are those called? Butterfly knives.
Yeah. Well, I will do that.
Mm.
All right.
Brandon Cooks, nice. See, this is like
he's back with New Orleans.
Yeah, and this is kind of like a interesting part of the draft. But usually this is where people phase out and stop paying attention. But these are names that if people are drafting, they may warrant your attention. You may want to keep an eye on these guys. Well,
oh, Noodle Arm Badgett got drafted.
You know, if Tyler Shuck looks like hot doo-doo water, I could see Bajent maybe ending up over there.
Yeah.
And a guy I like that nobody drafts, Quadzilla, man. On that team, you know about the Madden curse, I'm sure. Most fantasy players know what the Madden
Oh,
curse.
yeah.
Got like
All right, Jack FF.
I've got like a healthy mix of like old and young running backs there. My receivers are definitely going to carry my team, but that's all right. Who knows? I mean, Caleb Johnson can end up being like a legit baller, honestly.
Hmm.
And if Najee could put 200 fantasy points up with the Steelers, even in a timeshare, I mean, you see what David Montgomery could do in a timeshare, maybe. Maybe he replicates that success. All right. I got one more in me. Normally I'd be able to do a few, but I got some other stuff I got to do. I did not mean to click that.
I'm going to go at 54.
54. Gabe, you good with 54?
I do have a staple gun though.
Yay or nay? Yeah.
Yep, he's good.
Going on 54. TikTok. Pretty much the mostly just like the drafting degens, like at this point of the year, or either spamming or like looking for draft content on YouTube. But
yeah,
I feel like if we stay consistent, like as the season gets closer, we'll definitely have just some randos popping in, and that's how you build the channel.
I'm gonna step away for a second. I'll be right back.
We're waiting on 4 to fill.
No sleep.
Gabe, how you feeling about your team last draft? I noticed you went ultra thick at RB, so that let you kind of wait till the end of the draft to fill, which is nice. I kind of did that. Well, I guess I didn't. I went receiver heavy and then put together like I wouldn't say a reach at running back, but like above average running back room. Waiting on two. Took 3 versus 4. Yeah. The same with me at receiver. Like Alec Pierce fell to me, so I was like, well, now I'm obligated to take him. But in reality, I should have taken like one less receiver, like taken 7 and taken like an extra RB or tight end. That's debatable. I mean, I have second tight end off the board, so you don't need 3 tight ends, but like when you have 20 draft positions, you can definitely take 3 tight ends. Waiting on one. Oh, yeah.
All right, hopefully don't give us one of the same. I like to be at the end this time or somewhere in the middle. Mix it up a little bit because the top 5 picks is pretty much QB no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could throw Jamar Chase in there.
Yeah, it's hard to build like combinations. Like if you get Jamar Chase, like there's zero chance you're getting Joe Burrow. You know what I mean? Like if you get I mean that's the difference with Josh Allen though. Like with Josh Allen, like all of his receivers are like 4th, 5th round.
Even Lamar Jackson too. I think Zay Flowers is like in the 70s. I do ADP. So
I think we talked about
Jaden,
that.
you can get McLaurin.
It's been a couple weeks since we did one of these, with me being out of town. But the Zay ADP is just wild to me. Like he gets drafted around guys that outscore him consistently. So I don't know. I get the deep ball allure. Like he's got the He's still a young player. Like he potentially has more upside, but the guys who drafted around him are outproducing him by a good margin.
Yeah.
So. Waiting on one. 19% Burrow. That's great, dude. Honestly, I think my most drafted quarterback in all best balls is
Burrow. Give me Zay all day.
The numbers don't lie, sir. Numbers don't lie.
I don't think you and Derek agree on anything.
Well, I mean, he did come around on Darnold, maybe not officially, but unofficially.
He's a bum unless he drafts him.
Yeah, Zay.
I might just have to send
the only
you a
time I'm
jersey.
taking Zay is if I have Lamar, probably. I don't really.
Oh yeah, that's the only time I would ever touch him.
You got he barely beat out what's his name, the other receiver on the team last year, and they just signed him to a 3-year deal.
Bateman,
yeah. I mean, he's a guy that coming out of
he's
college,
a first round pick.
People thought was like
he's a first round pick, wasn't he? Minnesota.
Yeah, people considered him like an elite receiver, like out of the draft, and he definitely did not immediately live up to that. But in modern football, most of the time, like if guys don't pop off right away, people just forget about them.
All right, come on, one person.
Just one.
That's all we need. Just the tip.
Let's see if I can find any more. See if there's any more. See if anyone else got caught going 101 today. No other speeding news. It says Rashee Rice will be a full participant at Chiefs training camp. I think we mostly knew that already. Oh,
all right, we're in. No, wait, no.
No, we're full.
No, so one? No, we're in. Okay.
Building the room. Oh, I got the 10th pick. Derek got the 12th again. You like that, Derek? You like the 12th spot? I like going back to back, though. I think or even like almost going back to back, like the 111. It kind of lets you can plan on who your next two guys are and not get sniped. You know what I mean? But well, let's see what happens here, because if you look at ADP,
well, I'll be getting Bijan or Saquon. It looks like
ADP,
unless
once you hit, pick 6, it starts breaking down into non-quarterbacks pretty quickly here.
Yeah. Unless Burrow slips to me, it's Saquon or Bijan.
49th.
And I might take Saquon or Bijan anyways.
He was in our last draft.
49th Street Gremlins. $12 hole again. You like the 12 hole. Actually, Matt, you might like Kenny Hole. I don't know.
Gotta expand your horizons, man.
Yeah, in this day and age. All right, come on. What do we got here? Hurts, 4 quarterbacks. All right, pretty standard. Burrow. Yeah, well, now I get.
Oh my! See, this is what I was talking about.
Well, now I have to take Chase. Now, I mean, you're gonna go there. I'm taking him. I don't care if I got Burrow or not. Okay. This could be one of those. This could be one of those. Everybody goes quarterback crazy. Well, no, the next 3 people did the right thing. Reaching up, Mahomes at 6, man.
Since I went so receiver heavy last draft, I'll try to get a running back in early.
Well, at least you're a 2-hole fan. Mayfield, oh boy, and damn, I'm liking it. I probably, depending on who's available here, I could go because it looks like you can stack Fields and Wilson pretty easy. Yes,
I think my most drafted QB is Burrow, but I think number 2 is actually Knicks. What's beeping? Bless you.
Too much cowbell, huh? Come on. Neighbors. All right, what do I got here? I got my choices. All right. I'm just going to do it.
Oh.
I was going to take Fields, but
Kyler Murphy. Skyler Murphy.
That's all right.
Here comes the run.
Yep. If you can take quarterback now, you're going to be in trouble.
I wish I would have went back and looked at that guy's roster. That we can probably do it after this. That drafted like the 4 QBs in a row.
Yeah, we didn't look back at that.
Brocketh, Purdy, if Josh Allen, H. So he's got Josh Allen, Drake May, H-Chan. Okay. He's got Jaden Purdy, Bucky. He's got Lamar, Puka. Does he take Goff? Come on, run.
Oh, come on. Slip.
The 2-12-3-1 could have taken Goff and Amon-Ra. They were both still there. That would have been nice.
I'll take Nico if he slips. I'll take him. You don't want him, Mr. Hockey. No, maybe I won't. I don't know. If I don't take quarterback here at this pick, there ain't going to be anything left. Well, yeah, there'll still be some options. Forget that. I'm taking best value here. Yeah, we'll take him.
Very nice.
And no way Stroud makes it back to me, but don't care.
Since I have Gibbs, I'm going to take the Geezy, Jared Geezy. I can trade at QB for a bet now. There's
Oof.
McCaffrey, Jefferson. Ooh, okay. Pairing him up with young JJ. JJ and JJ. Oh,
All
damn.
right, what are you doing here?
Brian Thomas. PP.
London. No quarterbacks. I'm assuming he's taking one. Maybe not. Oh, there he did. Damn it. I was hoping
Got the
Penix
Penix and Bijan Robinson combo.
If I don't take a quarterback here, I could be looking at total garbage. All right.
Yeah, I like Bryce. He's got a lot, like I said, a lot of later on receiving options you can take.
Yeah.
Here, both of these guys have three quarterbacks, bro. Both of these guys have three.
Yeah, I should be able to get Harrison hopefully on the back end as well, maybe on the next one. Might be able to get. I'll be have opportunity to get Tet too. Probably be able to get Tet and Harrison, maybe.
Dude, that's crazy. Like I get the value of the quarterback in this format, but I can't see taking 3 straight QBs.
No, I can't either. But what do I know? All right, can McBride slip 5 picks?
I saw that. I saw it was going to line up close to where your next pick was, so hopefully he comes back around.
That's what I was hoping. If not, I was going to take Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, no. You'll most likely get one of the two guys.
Yeah. McBride's next. Guys got 3 quarterbacks. Take another quarterback. Do it. Quarterback. Do it.
He did. Holy cow, dude.
I can 2, possibly 3, but I just don't know how you can go 4 at this point in time. It's early.
I mean, you can only start 2. Uh-oh.
Oh, fucking.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Right either.
Oh, no.
Reach.
And you got to hope nobody auto picks either.
McBride ain't going to be there.
Was he the same guy in last draft? Yeah, he was.
Well, McBride might make it. I might get lucky. I don't know.
That would be
tight ends aren't sexy, so you never know.
That would be a early summer miracle if that happened.
Yeah. It isn't. He's going to auto pick Harrison.
Interesting.
Auto pick coming in. Oh, Geno Smith. I'll take it. Keep coming, baby. Go blue. You want a running back? Go blue. Kyron Williams, you go blue. Oh, Higgins. Oh, one more.
Oh, no. Dude, I cannot believe that just happened. Nice, man.
I'll take it. Hell yeah.
Lucky fella. Lucky fella.
Yeah, I'll take it, man. I ain't gonna complain with that. I am hurting in the running back department though. I have 0.
Mm. Man, I got a lot of week 8 buys already. That's right. 20 when you draft in 20 guys, you're all right.
Yeah.
Let's see where Derek goes with this. He's got JJ. Kittle? Okay. Like Kittle's like a huge value this year because like him and Kelsey were like the de facto like early tight ends, but now they both slid a bit.
Well, there ain't gonna be no QBs left for you to get a second QB.
You have 2.
Derek doesn't.
That's right. There's 32 backups available.
Yeah, that's right.
And don't ever forget it. All right.
Hell, I got hella value on Nico too. I forgot about that. I'm getting hella value the whole draft.
I love to see Nico going where he's going because that was like maybe the only guy pushing for him in 2021. But now because of that, like him becoming kind of a household name, like I can't draft him at a high clip. I used to have him on like every single team in best ball every year, and now it's like he's in the end of the first round, beginning of the second round, like every single draft. Captain Backup.
Captain Backup.
Yeah, you take a couple dart throws on, maybe a rookie or a backup to a guy that's got injury problems. Johnny 4 quarterbacks over here. He's the guy that sniped your receiver. Yeah, you still got, what? If I'm being completely honest, I think that worked out in your favor. I would much rather have McBride than Harrison. Harrison has to live up to his draft type, not just be a name. He's got to become a star. He's not one yet, but he's getting drafted in best ball as one.
You figured year 2 they got to figure something out. You would think.
I'm a bitch. Bro took Cortland Sutton. All right. We got a couple outs. Too much house ball. Dude, stop sniping me, bro. Now I got Ridley. What's What's a drafter to do? Can't take Beema. That would be foolish. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. There's a couple guys I'm fine with ending up with in a few picks. Reach 10 for Laporta to make sure I get him paired up with my quarterback. I think that's worth it. Most of these guys I was looking at are still there. Man, if Tyreek gets traded, Waddle's value is
Yeah.
going to be sick. You know what? Why not? Another week 8 bot.
Good value.
Why not?
That's right.
He doesn't have to win every week for me. He's just got to win me a few. He's definitely capable of doing that. So the guy that took Zay.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, you could see how hard it is to pair guys up.
Yeah.
Look at any team, and there's almost. Well, actually, this guy has Mahomes and Rice, so he does have something. This guy got T. Higgins and Burrow, so that's good. All right. Let's see, 13 picks away. Got to start. It's about time to start eyeballing a few options for the next guy we got here. With Laporta, I think that guy's going to be like one of the most polarizing guys going into the year because you're going to ask yourself, like, which Laporta are you getting? But people are saying that he was just dealing with injuries a lot last year, which is why he turned it on so hard at the end of the season. Like, I don't think they just stopped liking him or something.
No, at his ADP, he's definitely good value.
Yeah.
You only got to get half Laporta to get that value out of him.
Yeah, he'll win you a couple weeks. Running back run. Quite a few running backs went there.
It's good wide receiver value here coming up.
It seems like that might be the play going forward before the league feels like. Oh, excuse me. It seems like there's at this point there's guys that are good receivers that are being drafted in the same bracket as backup quarterbacks, basically.
I know, it's crazy. I mean?
Very strange. There goes Kelsey. There's Godwin. You and I think too much alike, man. You and I think too much alike.
I was wanting Godwin. It was either Godwin or Olave, and I was like, I got too much Olave. I love Godwin as long as he can stay healthy.
How many games does Addison miss, I wonder?
He's been pretty, for as small as he is, he's been pretty sturdy.
Yeah, he's got his DUI trial, so you know what? Screw it.
Oh yeah.
We'll take it.
Well, Rashi Rice almost killed like 20 people last season. He still ain't been suspended yet. So I don't know how many people he ran off the road.
With the 106th pick, I think even if he misses a couple games, it's worth it.
Yeah. Well, Captain Backup, are you taking Jackson Dart here? If it falls to you, Captain Backup.
JJ.
Take Addison, not like the McCarthy guy wants him. Oh, you got Hawkinson. That's a fair trade. Love the wide receiver value here. All right, I'll take Olave or Debo. Oh wait, you want to take Debo? You got Daniels, don't you? Take personal.
I don't have. I had Daniels last draft.
Okay, that's right. I'll take Debo here, or Scatabo. Again, Scatabo this time. I will take him. No,
I don't know how much time Ayuk's going to miss. Maybe 4 games, something like that. But
yeah.
You got a lot of
and Jennings will be really, really good at the beginning of the year.
You got a lot of vacated targets between Debo and Ayuk. My bad, Gabe.
Not like the McCarthy guy want him or anything.
I was looking at Hawkinson too, and if I didn't have Laporta already, I would have. He already knows that that's like one of my favorite players IRL anyway. I'm a Hawkinson guy. I wasn't really early in his career, but he started growing on me. The Vikings just seem like his natural habitat.
Money time across the USA.
I don't know if you've been keeping track, but yet another offseason where Mooney's ADP was like in the 140s in standard best ball drafts, and it's creeping down into like the 100 to, in some cases, like sub 100 range, like 80s.
He's insane value. It has been like the last 3 years.
I mean, the thing that's held him back in his career has basically been the same thing that's held a lot of good receivers back, quarterback play. I mean, Justin Fields, he doesn't have anything after the first read, man. It's just Darnell Mooney's best season was his rookie year because he had Andy Dalton throwing him the ball, a guy that could actually go through progressions. I don't know where Penix will be at the end of year 2, but I think he's definitely better than, what they were working with the past few years.
Oh, Fields missed him several times on long bombs when he's wide open.
I mean, and that happened like every week. So you add a couple of those to his stat line for the end of the season, and you're talking about a guy that's consistently, putting big plays out, which, especially in this format, you really want that.
Scatabo.
I thought Gabe was going to take Mason, being the little Viking hoarder over there. Mason's a tough one though, because I don't know that just because he had success with the Niners last year that he'll definitely have success with the Vikings. I mean, he very well could, but it's not the first time we've seen a guy like change teams and then all of a sudden he's not the same player anymore.
I'll leave you Scatabo. I didn't want him. It was just I'd be like double.
I'd be super happy if this guy doesn't take him, but we'll see what happens. Come on. Hey,
there you go, Scatabo.
And he doesn't have a week 8 bye, which is great. It's shaping up like he's going to be the third down back, which is awesome. I mean, The dude is an amazing receiver. I think third down back is definitely a great spot to be in, but also goal line back. I think that he could inevitably also earn that role if they don't give it to him right away. You don't need 4.3 40 speed to push a pile over. You know what I mean? Ooh, double Ravens. What's this awkward grouping of tight ends at the top of the player queue? Interesting. Marvin Mims. Thanks, buddy. I didn't want any Broncos anyway. I see a Bronco that I want, though. Bashal. Are you a Tootin believer? You believing in Tootin?
No.
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 He seems to slide a lot in some of these drafts I do. I mean,
I'm not down for rootin' tootin'.
He did not. I mean, who knows? Maybe the running back room gets shaken up and he ends up at the top by the end of the season. But yeah, the Jaguars have three very capable running backs, and there's just not a way to have like a three-headed monster that, for fantasy purposes anyway. For real life purposes, that can work. I mean, Tampa kind of did it last year for most of the year, and that's Liam Cohen, the same coach. But I don't think for fantasy purposes, if you're taking a guy this early, you want a guy that's in a three-headed running back committee. Kind of went the opposite of last draft. I went really heavy on receiver early, and this one I'm very light on receiver.
Yeah, I'm pretty even across the board.
Pretty happy with my running back room. I could probably, unless somebody exceptional falls to me, I could probably start looking at other positions.
Well, I was going to go Shaheed last round, but hopefully he slips to me. Yeah. Come on, skip him. Just got to dodge one. Fucking one more bullet. Didn't happen.
That's incredible value at this point in the draft.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next guy still doesn't have a tight end. I wonder if he goes Loveland here.
He's going to be on the 3 tight end.
He's got Dak, though. He could take Ferguson. That
Yeah.
makes sense. But we've done enough of these to know that not every pick makes sense.
Yeah.
But Ferguson makes the most sense. Ferguson.
And he did.
Time to start bolstering the receiving core here. See if Mr. Kirk can reclaim his glory as a slot receiver in this league, which he could. Derek's got the double pick. Oh shit, it's me again. All right.
Nothing you can do here. Loveland's there.
Yeah. Do I just, you know what? Let's keep plugging here. Need to fill the receiver room in.
So do I.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean your receiver.
Three straight rounds. This guy's taking the guy. 3 straight rounds.
I mean your receiver room's pretty strong, honestly.
Running backs are where I'm hurting. You know what?
I like that. That's the guy I would have taken there too. T hockey. I just realized T hockey. I wonder if he's a T Hawk fan as well. Or maybe it has nothing to do with football. Maybe it's just his name.
Another guy took 3 quarterbacks his first 3 picks. I just can't get behind that. I can't get behind it. I could see 2. I can't get behind first 3.
Shockingly, his team looks respectable. I mean, he's got 3 good receivers, but yeah, they kind of hope all those guys all have big outputs every week. Roshan.
I still think Tank Bigsby's going to be better than Root and Tootin.
Bigsby not a lock to outcarry ETN. I agree. I feel like, and I've felt like it before. I mean, ETN was one of the biggest fall-offs of the last year or two, but I mean, they literally have the right guy to make him a star again, head coach.
Yeah.
That's a guy that could be like RB1 value that you can draft pretty late. Damn. I'm a Tillman guy. I was hoping he would fall back. Brent Strange.
Really good tight end value right here.
As late as Brenton Strange goes, it just seems odd that the Lawrence guy wouldn't try to get him.
This guy again. I was gonna take Chubb. Oh my god, dude! This guy looking at my cheat sheet or what? 4 straight rounds.
Palmer. Will this be the year, man? Is this the Palmer year? Ertzy. I wanted Ertz as my second tight end, but instead I'm going to fill out some needs first. Hey, I got a Denver receiver.
There you go.
All right, now I got to lay off.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take Thielen on the way back if he's there.
Huh. There's Alec Pierce taunting me again. Derek can get him. Derek needs a receiver. More than I do. I don't need a receiver right now.
You know you want to take Alec Pierce.
Yeah, let's go.
Bigsby.
I feel like a proud father when Alec Pierce had the season he had last year. Same with Darnold, man. Nobody believed in those guys. I'm gonna take a dart throw on Cousins. I feel like there's at least a chance. He definitely starts games this year. Whether it's on the Falcons or not, I don't know. Honestly, I thought in the offseason he would go to the Browns. I mean, I just had that gut feeling. And now they have like 5 quarterbacks.
I know. Like 19 guys in the quarterback room.
I mean,
don't you do it. Don't you take my great white hope, you son of a bitch.
No.
Every time. It don't matter. That was a T hockey guys. These guys just know. They know. They know, man. All right.
And you had Bryce Young too.
8 seconds. Yeah.
Make sure you get like Coker later.
Yeah. I'll take one of the million Green Bay wide receivers.
I finally did.
He's gonna be good for a couple weeks.
I did a Superflex last night where I had my first share of Sabian, the other receiver they drafted.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm going to grab a third tight end or not.
I can't remember if it was the Giants, but there was a trade rumor about Dubs. I think it was the Giants. With Jalen Hyatt getting hurt, though, I mean, that could potentially make that move along quicker. I mean, if we're being honest, like Green Bay's got just more guys than they can use, you know.
For sure.
Street Runway. All right, we're coming back around. Time to start thinking about who could be there. And how many picks we have left as well. So I've got 4 picks left. Definitely important to check on throughout this draft process, because if you're planning on taking X number at X position, you definitely need to know how many picks are left. All right, I see a guy I like. I'm not going to say anything. As every year, early reports on Shig out of camp are that he's catching everything, but I think the biggest knock on him was not him, but Will Levis, basically.
Yeah.
And before that, Malik Willis. They haven't had a respectable passing quarterback over there for a minute, so we'll see if Cam Ward can do something about that. Especially a rookie QB, you know, the whole safety valve thing.
Oh, Shador went. Hell yeah, 4 QBs. Rented.
Can't take any more week 8, guys.
Captain backup, Zach Wilson, baby. And Milton.
Oh. about
Sam Howell. I was looking at Sam Howell right when you drafted him. That's fucking I was looking at him.
Yeah, with
Sam Howell might be a good one.
Having Addison could pair him up with a backup that has some potential to start. Like, obviously, they said that McCarthy's healthy, but you know,
don't draft Michael Wilson.
Gets a little bit of knee soreness, and you never know.
Don't draft Michael Wilson. Don't draft Michael Wilson. Yeah, 4 Keeney's an RB. He an RB, buddy. Draft an RB. Or DeAndre Hopkins.
Nice.
Yeah, got my man Murray another weapon.
Say you got another pairing there. Is it time? I
was going to take Michael Wilson last round, but
it's time for you to start.
I didn't.
Loading up on them backup quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably take a backup quarterback and another tight end. That's probably what's going to be the last 2 picks.
Let's see. There's definitely not all backups are created equal, and
no.
A backup that I like is obviously Jameis, but he's probably like, unless they like cut or trade Russ, like he's probably like the third option. But Mac Jones with the Niners offense, if he were to get some starts, I could see him having a couple good games.
Yeah, same with Browning.
It's funny because people talk trash about like Purdy being a system QB. Like if that's true, then by that logic, Mac Jones should be able to be serviceable at least as a backup.
Yeah.
You know what kills me, and I don't know how much off-season content you've watched, but the Sam Darnold unappreciation, if you will, is abundant. People saying like, "Oh well, anybody could be good in the Vikings offense. Anybody could be good in the KOC offense." Pastronaut did it, and Nick Mullins did it. Well, no, they didn't. They weren't MVP candidates. In fact, they had like one.
No, plus they didn't do it. They didn't do it week to week either.
Dobbins had one good game followed by 3 crap ones and got cut. Nick Mullins threw for like almost 500 yards one week, but had like 4 or 5 interceptions. Like, so they were exciting to watch. I mean, it's just like watching Jameis Winston go out there and just heave the ball. It's exciting, but they did not have good seasons. They were not good in that system because it is a good system. Don't get me wrong, but to say that, oh, anybody can play good in that system is just absolute nonsense.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try and get Malik Willis if he's still there.
Coker's still there. I don't know if you still need any tight end.
No, I got 8. I'm good.
Damn, I was really hoping to get Noah Gray there. Let's see what my other options are. My boy.
I was going Gray or Hunt. Whoever fell to me.
My boy.
Komet, see? There you go.
I'm happy with that.
Darnold sucks. His last stab in before the
Hey, man.
I ain't talking about bad about Liberty QBs. He was serviceable in Green Bay for a couple of games. And Love doesn't like to stay healthy. Unless you draft your 6th quarterback, I got a chance at him.
6th quarterback.
Yeah, I should have got a 3rd quarterback sooner. But yeah, he did. He took a 6th. Thanks for not taking Malik.
Malik is on fleek. All right.
Yeah, I should have got a 3rd quarterback.
Sheesh.
That might actually play.
Well, you know what? I got in the land of hypotheticals, if Cousins were to go to the Browns, then a guy like Harold Fannin could potentially see some work. So we'll take it. He could win it a spike week or two. True. Yeah. Yeah, no, if outside of Mac Jones, like you look at the rest of this list, Malik, I get it. He definitely was serviceable filling in last year. But like you look at the rest of this backup list, dude, man, I wouldn't want to start any of those guys. Pickett had a couple good games with the Eagles, but that was with the Eagles. Browning, yeah. I mean, yeah. He was all right. That's true. If you really, really needed a backup and you had a bunch of Bengals, that makes sense. I've taken Jimmy G in one of them where I had like Puka and Adams. Rams are a pretty friendly offense, if you will. Let's see.
I mean, I don't like Spencer Rattler, but there's a pretty good chance that he gets some starts.
Prosky Merritt, there goes Coker. Last two picks. Well, we'll see one of them, and then it's gonna freeze. What do you think over under on Kirk Cousins starts this year?
He'll go somewhere. As soon as the quarterback gets hurt, he'll go. Atlanta will get something for him. No one wants to pick up that contract, though.
Yeah. I could see
renegotiated.
Like a very small amount of it, though. I mean, if a team loses a key component like a quarterback, like you might as well mail the season in, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you never know, and Penix could struggle. You never know.
That's true. Yeah, or God forbid, get his toe stepped on or something silly like that in camp or practice and miss a couple weeks. But that I feel like that would have to happen like before the season starting, because the closer it gets to the seasons, like Cousins' value is exponentially higher.
Yeah,
and then it'll calm down once the season starts until there's like a key injury at QB. All right. Take a bunch of scrub. I mean, if you're not loading up on QBs like some of these guys did, like the first 4 picks, there is a viable strat where you take like a mid-round guy and then like a late-round guy. So like, McCarthy, Darnold in this format, or McCarthy, Rodgers in this format, and then just like spam 2 or 3 backups and hope that one of them gets some playing time or multiple of them get playing time. Because do you need 5 QBs to win in this format? No, but it's definitely to your advantage to have a QB that has a mid game and scores 20 points, whereas like your super flex receiver would score 15 and that'd be like a good game, but it would be less than a QB would typically score.
I dropped the ball a little bit on QBs on this one. I should have got a third one that had a good chance of starting.
All right. Well,
but Michael Wilson's my number 1 overall player that I draft, apparently.
What do you mean?
45% and like 41 drafts. I pretty much take him like half the time.
Your most owned.
Yeah.
Most owned.
Most owned guy. Him and Thielen battling for the top spot. And then Burrow for some reason's up there too. I got a lot of Burrow.
Let me see. Oh, that's for last year. Where's this year? Results?
Should be completed drafts.
Oh, up here.
Completed. Yep.
Yeah, we got a good amount of drafts in so far. Let's see.
You got way more than me.
Oh,
I have 41 for the regular season. Garundo. Oh yeah.
Garundo.
Alec Pierce, of course. And Dobbins, yeah. And Chubb. That's good, great value for all those guys. And Ertz And Godwin. God, Godwin goes so late.
Oh, there we go. Yep, Burrow Darnold, and
Knicks.
And running back. And you know what's great is almost all of these were like before he signed too. So like I got him at the utmost cheapest price possible.
Super value, yeah. I don't have a lot of him because we did so many drafts together. I didn't didn't get to draft him. Do I even? Oh my god!
This Diggs number will come down a little bit. No, I went in on him pretty early. But honestly, even his ADP, like before the boat thing, was pretty low, like compared to where his historical stats.
I don't. I have 0% owned of J.K. Dobbins in the regular season one.
You do?
It's because that's because I draft with you all the time. I never got him. I got 0.
I'd be reaching.
Oh yeah.
Ertz.
Yeah.
And obviously, you could tell I'm ball deep on Ertz, man. McBride.
Yeah.
John was an interesting one. Like his ADP has dropped for some reason, but like he's such a key component of that offense. Like I think that he's less likely to get traded than what's his name? Tyreek is.
Yeah.
Tyreek is a reoccurring headache that's starting to fall off skill wise a little bit. I mean, he's still good, obviously, but. All right. Well, I don't know that this. I think this one will probably still be open during the week. I don't think we necessarily even have to wait till Friday. I'd be open to doing like 1 or 2 during the week, maybe on like Wednesday or something.
Yeah, Wednesdays are good for me.
All right.
Wednesdays and Fridays work out the best during the week.
All right.
Yeah, there's definitely
maybe Wednesday. Friday's the best day for me for now. Maybe once the season starts, we can change that up a bit. Plus, once the season starts, I'll probably do like some videos. We'll be doing the drafts.
Yeah.
Up to the season starting, but we'll do some videos, and advice pieces and such, and all that. So, all right, man. I know that you got to be up early. I got to be up mega early, unfortunately. And, I'm gonna call it there, but that was a good time. And if you
for sure
tuning in, we appreciate you hanging out with us this evening. If you're enjoying the content or just want to watch some drafts periodically, sign up. If you want to do some drafting with us or on your own, you can sign up for Underdog Fantasy with the promo code there. That's about it for me and Lightstick. Gentlemen, have a great evening. We'll see you soon.
Yep, later on.
Peace.
Peace out.